Hello, it's Oopsy Annie, and I'm out on a cold winter day. Look at the sun, look at that. The sun is cold too, behind layers and layers of atmospheric frost up there. Whew. Wasn't intending on videoing, but I was out taking a walk with my Bilbo Baggins here. There he is. Who isn't peeing for a change as I'm doing this video. And I came upon an outdoor art installation, and I'd like to show it to you. It is a mobile office from World War II that has become an art installation in Garden City, Idaho. That's right by the river. And I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce this right, but the name of the installation is Reviresco. It is a Latin word that means I will grow strong again. Inside are a bunch of paper cranes. This is by artist Hallie Maxwell, who is from Meridian, Idaho. That's just down the road. For your reading pleasure, I will post more information about it. The artist behind Reviresco is Hallie Maxwell, a sculptor and mixed media artist whose work explores the shared human conditions of love and suffering by creating emotional forms. She believes that her art is not a copy of nature, but rather a reflection of the inner self, emotions, and the hidden figures within. She is passionate about Japanese American art history. Her grandparents and great-grandmother are survivors of the atomic bombing of Hiroshima. This tragic event and the legacy of Japanese American art deeply influence her work. Hallie Maxwell's artist statement. According to a Japanese legend, whoever folds 1,000 paper cranes will be granted a wish. This installation is a growing garden made of paper cranes folded by the community. We have all faced difficulty during these trying times, but what is important now is how we overcome trouble and heal together. My intention and wish is for the cranes to heal the wounds of our local communities. I believe that people need a symbol of hope during this time, and historically, one of the greatest symbols of hope is a garden. The Green Box was originally a World War II era military office. Citizens were encouraged to plant victory gardens in World War II to boost morale and supplement rations. In the Japanese internment camps, internees grew gardens to make desolate landscapes feel more like home. In Japan, plants that survived the atomic bombings gave victims hope that perhaps they too could survive. Our sufferings in 2020 are different from those in World War II, but I make these comparisons to show that even in the hardest of times, we can find hope and persevere. Woven wire teardrops suspended from the ceiling rain down upon the garden. As more cranes are folded, I will add them to the installation so that it appears to grow over time. Even though we cannot all be together at this time, the flowers within our garden can. Folded a fair amount of paper cranes in my lifetime. Oh, listen to that. Canadian geese, they're doing a flyby from the river. Woo! I love the sound of Canadian geese. Not so much their poop, which I leave everywhere. But now again, I have done my fair amount of paper crane folding. So I'm gonna get some of the paper, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna fold some paper cranes, and I'm going to contribute to this awesome installation. Oh my gosh, you guys, you know what I'm hearing? That is the way to get rid of a limb from a tree. Right next to this installation is this building that is hand-painted. Garden City is having a comeback as an artist community. Look at this building. It's beautiful. I wonder who painted it. I just love it. And this is the front of the building. It's an urban gallery, urban land development building. And then it has this unusual sculpture right here in the front. Yeah. Just a sweet little building, very wonderfully painted. I love that moon. Starry-eyed over the moon. One of the things that I really admire about Garden City in this little area is the quirkiness of it. And I'm hoping as it gets urbanized, it doesn't lose the quirkiness. You know, it's just kind of cool. I love that artists are claiming it as a spot for creativity. Of course, Boise is absolutely so full of public art everywhere I go. The electric boxes, you know, that are on corners are all decorated by local artists. And there's a lot of buildings that get painted. Like, here we go. See? Here's a storage box, an old railway car, or maybe it looks like it's from an old railway car. And look at it, it's been painted out here. So it doesn't look just plain and boring. And I'm gonna walk over here and show you the side of one of the buildings here. Free speech, free the world. There you go. Little spot there. Kinda cool, isn't it? It is cool. There's no kinda about it. Because of party pooper COVID, this wonderful place has been closed down. I can't wait for COVID to get out of our lives and we can start having artistic gatherings. This is called the Visual Arts Collective right here. There it is. And I just can't wait for this place to open back up again. They do a lot of creative things there that I'd like to see and maybe participate in. But that's not why I am here today. I wanted to share with you the car that's parked out front of it and the very special inhabitants inside the car. See what happens when you don't get enough art in your life? You starve. You creatively starve. Even the little critters creatively starve. We need our arts back. Our performances, our live performances. I eagerly await the day